if you want to build.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Browns and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it all starts the first of 6 of this Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And at quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
And I have to believe at his age, you savor situations like this because nobody knows better than he does that getting to the playoffs is simply not that easy. This is where he's got to call upon all of his knowledge of all the games he's played in the past, draw from it, and find a way to win a game. Because not only do you want to savor getting there, you also want to have success as well.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
That is caught. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Desmond King deep for Houston. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Texans will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting to start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Stroud. They get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 47. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Singletary again. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Here we go. Set. Ready.
Singletary. They'll run for it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
That was good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Stroud working out of the gun. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will strike first here, this wild card matchup. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and it really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 more yards there and another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On the ground, it's 4. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Flacco off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you profess. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here, as so many defensive coaches have told you and me. All gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Broken tackle. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now here's Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
4th down. Here's Stroud. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get through. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns set to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Passing play, Flacco. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that clock's going to be on the ground.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And again, it's Flacco to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at the shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Touchdown! Elijah Moore from 4 yards out. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Flacco from the gun. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. What a weekend this is going to be. Super Wild Card Weekend. This, the first of 6 games set to be played. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Stroud.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Stroud looking to throw. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And goes for a gain of 31.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They run here with Singletary. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Option right, here's Stroud.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
C.J. Stroud
Keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was C.J. Stroud who finished off that drive with the touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They will start this drive with Ford. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Stiff-armed him. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Browns.
Now Flacco. That one is caught by Hunt. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 60 yards. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Flacco looking to throw for it.
Most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And here comes the Texans now. And right now, they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Stroud. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Stroud. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 58 yards. And the Texans use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's Flacco. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
3rd and just 1. It's Flacco. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go pass again with Flacco. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Now here's Stroud. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Singletary is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Flacco off play action.
And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To pass, Flacco.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 18. Flacco. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got him. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Flacco from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.